This will be more of a serious video, but do you know what we need? An updated Slap Battles tier list that covers all of the gloves. I won't be really rating the gloves based on how much I like them, but rather, I will be rating the gloves based on my experience with using them and dealing with them, and then determining how strong I think they are. I will also give quick explanations as to what each glove does, just in case you're not aware. Tier lists are subjective, and everyone will have their own opinion. This is just mine. I don't really agree with the 2 tier lists I saw about this game, so what I rate the gloves will be different than what they rated them, and that's perfectly fine and normal. I will be going in order of slaps required, and then going from left to right on the special gloves. Here we go. Default glove is the first glove you probably will have. It isn't strong, it doesn't hit fast, and it doesn't have a good ability. It's the default glove. Any glove should be better than this glove, so I have to put it on the bottom of C tier. Diamond is the second glove you can obtain, and it is already way better than default. It hits faster, launches farther, and has an actual useful ability with top quality music. This alone makes me want to put it in the B tier. However, there are a lot of gloves better than this one, so I'll just put it at the bottom of B tier, but you can easily argue that it belongs in the C tier. The weak slap does make it possible to combo other players with this glove, so don't underestimate it too much. There are better gloves out there though. Extended hand. It's just a hand on a stick. It has range, but once people are next to you, you're essentially screwed. And it's easy for that to happen with its slow hit speed. It's fun to mess with, and it's an easy to get glove that can make players who use one-shot gloves hate you, but overall it's a very sucky glove, and I genuinely think default is better when you're being serious with the game. So, C tier. Brick is just a troll hand. It has better power and slightly better speed, and the ability can get people off of you if they step on the small, tiny Lego. It's very small. The thing is, unless they don't really know what your glove does just by looking at it, they probably aren't going to step on the Lego you drop. Plus, the only thing you can do with it when they step on it is drop another piece on top of them. You normally can't hit them. It's a troll glove. It doesn't give you any kills, and it doesn't really provide any extra survivability. So, I want to put it in the top of C tier. But the highest I would put it is at the very bottom of B, but I'm not going to put it there. Snow is the first good glove. In fact, it's so good I would be willing to put it in the S tier. You can kill this glove, but the fact that one hit makes you as slow as a snail for several seconds leaves you so vulnerable to any attack, I can't just not put it as an S tier. You automatically stand very little chance against this glove with just a single hit. It can also disable overkill temporarily, which is one of the one-shot gloves. It's definitely a top-tier glove. It's hard to argue that it's bad. Pull is the first edge guarding glove, I'll call it. It hits backwards, so you just sit at the edge and wait for people to come at you, and they will easily fall off the edge if you're not aiming weird. It's not that great, as you will usually die in the process. Unless they somehow don't hit you, but there are plenty of different gloves that do the job better than this one, so the best I can really put it is at the bottom of B tier. But seriously, is this how you really want to play? Like, seriously? How bored are you? It's not a good glove, and just sitting there waiting for people to come towards you, that's not fun. It's just not fun. And whatever. Flash is a pretty good glove, and a fun glove to play. It has the ability to teleport wherever you are facing. It has good speed, decent power, and the ability to get out of any tough situation. Or you can even use the ability to land combos. It's a pretty damn good glove that has the capability to rack up a bunch of kills without you dying, so I'm going to put it in the A tier. Swapper does what the name implies. It swaps positions with another player. It will always swap with the nearest player, so it can be used as an edge guarding glove. But again, why would you play like this? It's very easy to use this glove offensively, and I highly recommend you do so, as this glove can be really good if used right. It just usually isn't used that way, and it's sad. So, B tier, I guess. Bull is trash. There is no reason to say it's good. Wow! It has 60 power! Yeah, that's strong, but not crazy strong. There's a huge windup when you use it, and then you have to wait to use it again. Like, you are so vulnerable if you miss, and trust me when I say, you will usually miss. You can kill people and bait people into this glove, but that doesn't make it a good glove. You can't argue that this glove is good just because you killed someone with it. I don't care how many noobs you bullied with it either. It's bottom of C tier. It's so bad, and there are so many gloves that hit 10 times faster with similar power. It's just really bad glove. It's not good. Dice is a stupid luck-based glove, but it actually is extremely powerful. It can be just about as useful as throwing a soggy, wet piece of paper at someone, or it can be a portable human catapult. More often than not, it's the catapult. If it's not, then they won't move, and you can just hit them again. Like, it seriously isn't a bad glove, but not the best out there, B tier, but look out for this glove. Don't underestimate it. It will wreck your day. Ghost is okay, I guess. It's not amazing. It has the ability to turn invisible, yes, but think about it. That's only useful if you're sticking near the edge. All you have to do is move towards the middle and you're safe from this glove. They probably won't even target you once you walk towards the middle unless they're using it mindlessly. It can be good though, and I usually am able to get a lot of combos even without the ability. The best I can give it is an A, but probably the bottom of A. Fun fact though, when you're invisible, you can see other invisible players. Wow. Thanos saves your current location, which allows you to survive getting hit off the ledge if you time it right. It's pretty good, but also, it's not hard to kill someone twice. I'm almost tempted to even say it goes in A tier, and I wouldn't be opposed if you think it belongs there, but B tier is why I think it's gonna go, because I don't know, there's gloves that can kill it very easily, and just being able to save your life once every like 10 seconds isn't like super great, you know? Stun is actually a very good glove, and it is incredibly annoying to deal with. It has an AoE stun ability that immobilizes everybody and allows you to essentially get a free hit. It can also turn the tides of a battle when you are near the edge, and it is useful if there's a mob on top of you. I personally don't enjoy using it, but it's too strong to say it belongs in a low tier, so I'm putting it in an A tier. The Hando is mostly a troll glove. It pulls people towards you depending on where you are facing. It does have a limit to how far away you can be, but the range is pretty big. It has the capability to easily kill almost every glove, including one-shot gloves. However, it requires you to be in a position where you can pull them towards you and have them be hanging over the edge. If not, the ability isn't super great. If it is used right, then it definitely belongs in the A tier. Magnet is an extremely powerful glove that you can obtain relatively early on. Its ability brings you to the nearest person, which can be used offensively and defensively. You can hit someone, then use the magnet to bring yourself to them to hit them again for a combo, which will launch them pretty far since it has a power of 50. Or use the ability when you get hit off the edge and you will get sucked back into the arena. Either way, it's an amazing glove and will probably destroy you in a 1v1 if you aren't using the proper glove. It's less useful in groups as you can't really target your ability to a specific player accurately when people are all around you, but it dominates in 1v1 battles. A tier. Pusher is okay. It throws down a giant wall that pushes people away from where you are facing. It can be useful in specific situations, but overall isn't that great and is mostly just used to annoy people. I haven't really had a situation where a pusher gave me a hard time. The ability cooldown is very long, so it's hard to use it correctly when your life will likely be threatened several times during that cooldown, so B tier. Anchor is probably my favorite edge guarding glove. You can set an anchor and people will be hit in the direction of that anchor no matter what. That combined with its fast speed and very strong attacks, matching the power of Bull, makes this hand extremely dangerous to be with. It's also very easy to mess with people if there's like a MEGAROCK, as you can just set your anchor on the rock and you can effectively dominate the middle of the arena. As when you touch the rock, when you touch someone using a MEGAROCK, they turn into like cement or something. I don't know, stone? Yes. I don't know. They die. It's way too strong for me not to put it in A tier at the very least. I could put it in S tier, but I'm really not super familiar with it yet, and neither is anyone else. So I don't know all of the ways that can be used just yet. So with its edge guarding capabilities in mind and trying not to include you abusing people with MEGAROCK, I will put it in A tier for now. Space isn't good. Its ability is to reduce your player's gravity. That's fine, but there are better gloves that prevent dying. And it can get to spots you wouldn't be able to jump to. That's cool, but that's not really used for attacking people. It's just as effective as me picking Diamond, which is the second glove you obtain in the game, and then turning myself into a rock and doing nothing. So I'll just put it at the top of C tier above Brick since it does hit harder than that glove. Dream is one of my favorite gloves because of its speed. Most people use it to run around and hit people, but I like to use it to kill people. It has a relatively slow hit speed and an extremely weak knockback, but the knockback for some reason hits players high up, just high enough to where you can jump and hit them again while they are still flying and essentially juggle them. Like, this can be used to create crazy combos that just destroys other players. I absolutely love using this glove to kill people, and taking its capabilities into account, I have to put it in A tier. Mail is pretty good. It creates a lot of openings to many people, as this ability creates a pop-up message that forces them to wait in order to close it out. It's an AoE too, so several people can get it. This means they can't see you, which usually allows for a free hit or two. This also creates a window to escape if you are cornered, so definitely an A tier. Golden is a pretty popular glove, and it is one of the first gloves that can reliably kill one-shot gloves without you being harmed. Its ability makes you invincible, gives you faster speed, and increases your knockback for a few seconds, so it's a very useful glove overall. A tier, for sure. Cheeky isn't amazing. It's clearly used to mess around with people. You can get away from people using its ability, as you are way faster than anyone else, and the extra weight makes it harder to be knocked off. You will probably be knocking yourself off, though, so yeah, B tier. Reaper is extremely strong and extremely frustrating to deal with. All you have to do is hit somebody once, and they have 25 seconds to live. That's it. The only way to get rid of that effect is to kill the Reaper or put them in a portal, I think. So just stay in the middle as a Reaper and hit everyone away from you. That will kill many people and make the entire server either run away from you or just target you. Replica is cool if you want a human shield. It creates a clone of you that will slap people, which I believe depends on where you're looking. It's better used offensively than defensively. It's okay. I don't know. It's nothing super fun to use, but still an A-tier glove. Defense is fun to mess with, but isn't really threatening. It creates a shield around you that only you can enter, and that's it really. Not super useful, but you will have an easier time surviving. It's not much more useful than Diamond if you think about it, but it does, however, allow you to trap people underground if you place your shield on top of them, which is pretty funny if you want to mess with people, so B tier. Killstreak is another one of my favorite gloves, and it is able to decimate any other glove. Like, the more kills it gets, the more overpowered it is, and therefore the harder it is to kill. The trade-off is, the entire server will target you. You have to be prepared for that. One-shot gloves will target you. Hando will target you. Swapper will target you. Noobs will scream and target you. Everyone. However, even in its weak stage, like 1 to 3 kills, it is still pretty good as you can combo with a glove very easily. Once you are past 100 kills, you can kill one-shot gloves without them even touching you. But keep in mind, there are a lot of kill streaks, and so it will appear that a kill streak isn't that hard to beat, as most people suck at using it. So this glove can be anywhere on this tier list. It could be worse than default, or it could be way better than any glove in the game. I'm going to put it at the top of S tier because it's so good. You may have a different opinion, that's fine. Just take into consideration that just because you can kill a kill streak with a one-shot glove, that doesn't mean kill streak is bad. Reverse is an extremely powerful glove that literally counters any other glove but error in itself. It has the ability that reflects most things that hit you. It is good at knocking people off, and it is good at preventing others from knocking you. It also has a short cooldown, so it's pretty damn hard to deal with this glove. I'm putting it in the S tier, but I hate when people use it and think they are good at the game, as it really doesn't require much thought to use it correctly, but it is a good glove. You can't say it isn't. Shukuchi is a glove that basically just gives you a free hit at the press of a button. Using the ability has you teleport to the nearest player and hits them from behind, always in the direction they were facing, so this glove can be used as an edge guard. It is extremely hard to kill someone with this glove without interference of another player, as the cooldown is pretty short, so they're always threatening to knock you off the edge if you get too careless. And a lot of people like to run away with using this glove. It's just very annoying. I don't get why people use it when they're just playing like this, you know. Definitely belongs in the A tier at the lowest. Duelist takes the old 1v1 me noob quote people used to say extremely often and turns it into a reality. Using this ability places down a portal and sucks in whoever happens to be near it along with yourself. You are then both placed on a rectangle-shaped arena. The portal is behind you, and the void is behind your opponent. Being in this arena grants you extra power and thus makes you one of the most powerful gloves until you leave. With 70 power, pretty good glove, and it allows you to single out any person forcibly. Even if they manage to escape, you can just go through the portal after them and then summon another portal. The cooldown isn't that long considering you're buying time and then keeping them away from leaving the dimension. Definitely an A tier glove. Woah is extremely annoying. It pushes everyone away from you and it has a pretty short cooldown. It can be used to annoy people and can be used offensively. It can even push through the reversibility. I'm going to put it at the top of A, but I think this glove is capable of being an S tier and I can understand everything belongs there. Ice can disable overkill gloves and slapping them turns them into an ice cube. The slap isn't super strong, but you will more than likely just fly to your death anyways. It's really annoying because you just keep sliding and sometimes it glitches and then you're crippled, or sometimes it glitches and then you're flying. It's horrible. All you have to do with the ice glove is stay in the middle and you will more than likely just kill whoever you hit. It's super strong, and it's so strong that they nerfed it, and it's still overpowered? Horrifying. Truly horrifying. I despise dealing with it, so it will go in the S tier. Adios is basically a less useful luck-based Thanos. The ability allows you to be invulnerable for a few seconds, preventing you from moving or attacking, then teleports you somewhere random in the arena. It can be right back to where you just were, or somewhere on the opposite side of the arena. You never know. It's luck-based and much harder to use if you get hit off the ledge, as you will still fall for a couple seconds when using the ability. B tier. Blocked is the #1 easiest way to deal with a one-shot glove besides using another one-shot glove. Hitting them will make them unable to hit you back, meaning there is only one choice they have, which is to just run. I don't know what it is about this glove, but it makes people so afraid of you even before you hit them. I have such an easy time knocking them off just the edge just because of it. Like, there could be a group of people, none of them go after me, and I just hit all of them off. It's weird. It happens so often. But yeah, people will probably hate you if you target them with this glove, so keep that in mind. Using this glove doesn't mean you're good at the game. So when you sit there and brag or taunt people or make fun of them, you're no different than a one-shot glove. You really aren't. Like, come on. You could be better than that, at least. Engineer is a very good glove at holding position. Its sentry slapping technology keeps other players away from you, and those sentries slap very far. Like, oh my god. However, just like most gloves that create a strong defense, it just makes players avoid you, if anything. So you probably won't get a ton of kills very fast, let alone slaps. I could put it at A tier at best, but yeah, I don't think it goes any higher than that. Now that we are at 3 of the one-shot gloves, I'm just going to add error to the mix and just rate them all at once. They kill other players in one shot. You are scum for using it. They are also so good that they are bad. It's gonna go in the trash tier, yes. Dedicated tier just for these gloves. To make you feel a little better, I'll organize them from what I believe to be most powerful to least powerful in terms of these gloves, as they are all slightly different, but yeah. Moving on to the special requirement gloves, I don't really want to talk about these ones. Spectator has 0 speed and 0 power. You can't be killed. Stalemate, loser. Obviously S tier. Acrobat is just Flash, but you roll instead of teleport. Whether or not it's better than Flash is really up to you. It has a very smaller cooldown, I think. I believe like a second at most, but Flash teleports just a little bit farther and you can go through objects. Flash also hits just a little bit harder and a little bit faster. However, that just means Acrobat can combo a little bit easier, I want to say, but it's really up to preference at this point, so they'll be together at A tier. It's whatever you prefer. Again, doesn't matter. It's whatever. They're about the same. MEGAROCK is one of my favorite gloves. It's literally the diamond glove, but better. Same power, same speed, but the rock you turn into can kill people. It also has a variety of music that can be played, most of them being pretty high quality songs in my opinion, but they're almost all like meme songs, so some of them aren't my favorite, but a lot of them are songs I used to love and then got turned into a meme. It has a smaller cooldown and does not slow you down from deactivating it, unlike Diamond. It is capable of killing one-shot gloves if you use the ability while on top of them, which traps them long enough to be killed from the ability. I love it. It's so great. And for some reason, whenever I use it, there's always one person that's like, how do you get that glove? And it's like, Google exists. I'm going to put it in A tier below the gloves I think will have a very hard time dealing with, but there are some gloves below this tier that can technically counter MEGAROCK. I don't know. It's a weird glove to rate. It's like both good and bad. Depends how you use it, really. Yeah, I don't know. It could be argued that this glove isn't that good and will be like B tier or something, and I would completely understand if you make that argument. But if we're talking about me, I'd rack up a lot of kills with this glove, so it's one of my favorite gloves. It's also really good for farming slaps, but that's obviously not a part of the rating. Plague, for some reason, is a glove that people always talk about when they want to counter something. I don't know why. I really don't. It's annoying, sure. Is it an amazing glove? Absolutely not. It can be good early on when you don't have many other options, but a lot of gloves are better than Plague. It just causes a nuisance for other players. Highest I can put it is top of B, but I honestly don't know if it even belongs there. It's not as amazing as people think it is. Redacted is, alright. It creates a portal above you that will teleport people into a black room with several exits. Only one of them doesn't kill you. It's kind of useful for getting rid of the Reaper ability, because, yeah, I don't know why. As soon as it gets sucked in, the Reaper ability is just gone from everyone. But, yeah, it's just more of a glove you have in your collection rather than a glove you choose to slap or kill people with. Plenty of other gloves can do the job better, so B tier. The bus is kind of fun to use. It's mostly a troll glove. It summons the bus to whoever is nearest to you, so it's easy to use, but you can't predict where the person's going to go when using the ability, because again, it just goes to where they were, you know, when you pressed E. So it makes it hard to kill people if they know what you're trying to do and are targeting you, so really its only use is to mess with people, and it does a good job at that. You will get plenty of kills, and the glove itself isn't bad either when slapping people, so I would put it in A tier, but not high up there. Phase is a glove you use when you don't know how to kill people and like running away. The ability turns you invisible and allows you to float for a little bit. It's pretty annoying to kill someone with this glove, but it's very doable still. You are probably more likely to kill this player using this glove rather than vice versa. Plus, once you're below the map, even slightly, it's game over. If you get launched far enough, it's also game over. This is not something you use if you have aggressive playstyle. B tier. Warp teleports you behind a random player, or at least it's supposed to. What it really seemed to do in my eyes is it picks a player, usually the top player on the server leaderboard, and it teleports behind them. After that, it just keeps teleporting behind the same player unless they are dead or leave the server. It does not pick a random player. After that, it picks someone else. If the person your glove picked dies and you teleport behind someone else, it will still teleport behind the same person your glove originally picked, when they do come back alive, if that makes sense. It's really weird. I'm pretty sure it's bugged. Maybe it will be different and changed and be properly made after I publish this video, so... But for now, we're just going to focus on the teleporting aspect and say it's better than Phase because it's instantaneous teleportation that doesn't have a long cooldown, but it's still going to go in the B tier. Lastly, there are two special gloves that only appear during specific dates, but I never cared to join during either of the holidays, so I don't have them. Besides those two gloves, that's everything for now. This video should have served as a basic introduction to the gloves, as well as hopefully accurately rating them. Any glove can kill, and you can be killed with any glove. The gloves are only as strong as you make them, so keep that in mind before you say anything against where I put them, or before, you judge them. I'm worn out just from speaking about the gloves. This is a very long video. If you're still here, wow. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you. If you'll excuse me, though, I'm gonna be hibernating. Bye.